first interview with Kellin Quinn. How you doing, Kellin?
Jesse Lawson.
Jesse.
Look at Jesse.
Sleeping
Come
With
on.
Sirens.
Alright, get a little introduction, you guys?
Tom beers, drinking cherry coke, and Subway, hanging out.
Alright.
Hanging out with some friends.
So, Kellin, this is our first interview, and we chose you to do it. So,
Sweet, thank you.
for those who don't know, we're all about helping people out. You guys who have trouble, you know, we're here to talk. And our first person up is Kellin Quinn. All right, Kellin. So we're gonna loosen things up a bit. Do you guys have any band nicknames, like between you guys?
We have nicknames for each other.
Yeah.
What's Jesse's?
Mine is Jasper
Jasper.
or Jaspin.
Jasper. What about yours, Kellin?
You're called Kevin a lot. KQ is one that you're called a lot. Or maybe just Dick Ass or something like that.
Definitely my favorite.
Yeah, just different things. I usually get called really mean nicknames. Singer, so.
Yeah. All right. Well, who's the party animal in the band? You. I would have thought it was.
I mean, we all party pretty hard though.
You know, our whole band goes pretty hard.
But I'd say if there was a king of the party, or Jess, he stays up the latest and he keeps it going all day.
Alright. If you were a girl and had a mad crush on a guy, how would you approach them?
If I was a girl and I had a crush on a guy, I'd approach him.
Yeah.
Just walk up naked.
And who would it be?
Oh, weird. This is good. I've never put myself in this.
Probably Ryan Adams.
Ryan Adams. What about you, Kellin?
I don't know. I guess if I were, you know, I guess I just like girls that are confident, come up to you and just themselves, you know. It's like rare because like girls, you know, they want guys to go up to them and stuff. But if a girl were to come up to me and be confident, then I think that would be pretty attractive, I guess.
Alright. Well, here we go to the tour questions. This has been around a lot on the internet. There are rumors about Warped Tour. Can you guys confirm that?
I heard we're doing it.
That's what I heard.
I can't say yes or no because I'm not sure yet, but I heard we were. So.
Yeah. Any headliners?
Yes, we're doing a headliner in the spring, and it's going to be us, Abandon All Ships, direct support, Conditions, and a band called Secrets.
Oh, may I ask you, what happened with the Falling on Verse?
I don't know, man. It just ended up that they couldn't do the tour, but we're going to be direct supporting We Car on the We Famous Romans tour, and then Amir is going to be doing half the tour too.
Nice. Alright, Kellin. This is more directed towards you. What inspires you to make music?
I don't know, man. I just think that, like, what inspires our band is just real life situations. We write about things that we're going through and make it as literal as possible so that it relates, you know. I mean, I guess I just write about the things that I'm feeling, and if it relates to you, then that's awesome. I try to write in a way that makes it not so personal, but more, like, open to everybody's opinion.
Do you all you guys have like a part in it, or is it just me?
Of course, yeah. Jesse writes a lot of the music, and he also helps with a lot of the melodies too. And he and I write the song on acoustic guitar and bring it to the rest of the band, and then they write around it and we take it from there. So, he can play every instrument too, so he's like pretty
Really?
knowledgeable on what to do as far as like writing.
Nice. Alright. If you weren't making music, where do you think you'd be right now?
We weren't
If
good.
you weren't making music, what do you think? What would you do, Jesse?
To be honest with you, we probably had a hair salon. Colourless hair, Princeton hair.
Yeah, I noticed. I heard you guys sold your hair for $5.
I didn't sell hair. I just got a haircut in France from Attila. Sold my hair for $5. So, sorry if you feel you got ripped off. It's clean though. It's clean hair.
It's clean hair. What helps you out most when you feel down?
Helps me out most of the time. You know, I like to just, if I'm feeling kind of bummed out, I like to have alone time. And it's hard on tour sometimes because you're always busy doing things, and sometimes you might not be in the mood to go out and play a show and like have the energy that you would normally have on stage and stuff. So I like to just get myself to a quiet spot where I can kind of think things through and get myself back to good before I continue doing music stuff.
What about you, Jesse?
Yeah, I mean, I think alone time is great. Any way you can escape from the, like, I really like to just watch movies.
Yeah, what's your favorite genre?
Of movie?
Yeah.
My favorite movie is Walk the Line.
Walk.
I don't know on genre. I guess I like dramas.
Drama?
It's like a musical romantic comedy.
Yeah.
Drama.
Alright.
It's also good to have a good friend, you know, that you can laugh with and like joke around with. I think that's really important too.
Alright. If you can give your younger self any advice, what would it be?
If I could give my younger self advice, it'd be to just slow down, not try to move super fast, just because I think when you're young, you feel like you want to do everything right away, and like it's important to figure out like who you are. And a lot of young kids are making really, really big, important decisions, like getting married and having huge relationships. I'm not saying that love doesn't exist or isn't real when you're young, but it's also important to realize that you yourself are going through a lot of changes, and you're not going to be who you were at 18 when you're 22. You're going to be completely different. So I think it's important to just slow down and enjoy your life, do things for yourself for a little bit, and then when you're ready to like start doing things for other people, then that's when you should do it. Figure out who you are.
So here's a question. The main question we're going to ask every man in the interview. How did you overcome the difficult stages in your life? What kept you going and not giving up?
I guess like just the way I was raised and like how my mom put things into perspective for me. Like if there's something difficult, like it would make me more motivated to accomplish that thing. Like one of my biggest frustrations is just having somebody tell me that there's something that I can't do, and instead of giving up on it, I do my best to prove them wrong. And if I can't, if it's just something that I'm incapable of doing, then I'll find something else that I can do that's even better and make that apparent. Because I feel like everybody has like a gift and they have something special that they offer to this world and this life, you know? Like it might not be music, it could be something else, and I think that it's important to find out what that is and do something and give back, you know?
We're young. We have difficulties being understood by elders. How do you think we can resolve this? You know, like a lot of people say, like you mentioned, love. You're too young to get married. You're too young to love. You don't know what love is. What can you tell the people? To both sides, the young and the elderly.
Well, I just think that, I mean, always first thing should be respecting, you know? And even if someone might not get, I mean, a lot of people don't get half the things we even do. We're like older, you know, like growing up with the tattoos, people still look down. But, I mean, you just kind of smile and you keep going and, you know, work it out.
Yeah, I think it's important to take like what people that are older than you with like a grain of salt, because like whether or not you want to believe it, like those people went through exactly what you went through or something close to what you went through at that age, you know. And so when older people are telling you like, hey, like you shouldn't do this, it's probably because it's something that they went through when they were younger and they learned their lesson from it, and they want to help you without you having to go through it. And as being like a young person, we're down, like I said, to try everything and get it done as fast as we can in life, so we want to just go there and experience it. And sometimes you can avoid a lot of mistakes if you just are open to listening and trying to understand what somebody's trying to tell you. But at the same time, like, you know, I think that our youth needs to step up and realize that they can make a difference. And I think a lot of our youth relies on our parents and adults to like do a lot of things for us instead of going out there and taking the initiative and doing it ourselves. I'd like to see like our youth stand up and get out there and even start taking this world for theirs, because it's getting to the point where our generation's going to start having to lead this earth, you know? And if everybody's just sitting around not doing anything about it, then what can we expect really, you know?
In this ever-accelerating society we live in, we fall in love at younger and younger ages. We get attached too easily, and as a result, our feelings hurt 90% of the time. What advice have for someone whose feelings have lost, involved, unloved, and heartbroken?
So, my advice for people that go through heartbreak. I guess my advice is like whether or not you think so or not, like you're gonna go through heartbreak, you're gonna date girls that you think are the ones, or guys that are the ones and they're not, and it's hard and it's tough when you're going through it, but I promise there's always someone out there that is gonna, if the door closes, another one's gonna open basically. So just be patient and you're not with somebody that you thought you were supposed to be with, give them the space they need, take the space for yourself, and if it's meant to be, it'll work itself out, but if it's not, then there's no point in forcing it, you know?
What do you think about young marriage and parenthood? You mentioned that question.
Young what?
Young marriage. Like people get married at 17, 18, that age. What do you have to say about that?
I got married when I was 20, actually.
Really?
Yep. And didn't last too long. I mean, it sucks. Like, I feel like totally would have been better. But I did rush it, so I don't think you should rush anything. Because you have plenty of time. You can wait it out.
Yeah. And was it more because you wanted to get married, or were there certain circumstances that had to
A
go?
little bit of both.
A little bit of both. What about you, Kellin?
I was married at 18 and divorced at 20, and now, like after, I mean, I'm 25, going on 26, and I'm just now in a serious relationship again, and it's different now because I'm older and I understand, like, there's a lot of responsibilities that a lot of young people don't understand comes along with being married, like sharing bills with somebody and providing for somebody other than just yourself, and you know what I mean? I think it's important to understand that, like, with any relationship comes responsibilities. It's taking care of somebody else and not just your own. I'm sure you know that when you get involved in a relationship. I mean,
Yeah, of course.
but yeah, man, again, I would just say take it slow. There's no need to rush at all.
Is there anything you can tell someone who is experiencing depression and thoughts of suicide?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. Like, you can't put yourself in anyone else's position. You can't, like, expect somebody to feel things that they're feeling, and you know, sometimes it's hard to understand what somebody might be going through. I guess my advice to you is, if you know somebody that's going through depression or thoughts of suicide, just love on them as much as possible, and you know, help make them feel better about themselves. And then also, if they're like really struggling with something, talk to their parents. Even if you have to be that friend that goes to their parents, or like it's you know, somebody on the phone that can like really help them out. If it's a serious situation, then don't be afraid to do that, because you could save that person's life. If it came
There's a
down
lot
to
of
it.
friends are like, they want to protect their friend. They don't want to tell their they don't want to tell their family that, you know, hey, this so and so is going through this. And I think most of the people have that fear of either that
Having their friend be mad at them.
be
Yeah.
that painful. Yeah.
But at the same time, if somebody's going through something as serious as thinking about killing themselves, then I don't think that they're going to mind 3 months, a year down the road, you know, when they're alive and they are feeling better because they got that help. You know, I'm sure they'll end up thanking you for that. So if you know somebody that's like really struggling, please stand up and help them.
All right, finisher. Now, in general, to anyone going through a rough time and doesn't see a clear future, do you have any words for them?
Someone going through a tough time doesn't have a good future.
Yeah, like almost in the sense of, you know, I just want to die, I just want to commit suicide, you want to get out of here, or, you know, just...
Yeah, I would say you have something to work for. Whether or not you think so or not, like, there's something that you go through in life, and like, I mean, like I said, I can't imagine something so devastating that would make somebody not want to live. But if there is somebody going through that, then I just want to let you know that you've got 2 dudes right here that care about you, you know, and that's the reason we make music, is because we want to be able to meet people and get to know who they really are, not just have them buy our t-shirts or whatever, you know, like we're a band that cares about our fans, and we want to see them doing good, you know, because we're going through the same things in our life. And so yeah, if you need somebody to love on you, that's us, and we'll definitely do that. So if you're going through something really hard, just hold on and stick it out, because it's worth it, you know.
Well, that's it. That concludes our interview, guys. That's Kellin Quinn.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.
And this is Live and Let Live TV, and this is our first interview. Thanks for watching.